everyone, my name is Samantha St. Raymond. I'm an entrepreneur, product developer, and inventor. I'm also a freelance waitress and an Uber driver, because when you're an entrepreneur, you've got to do that hustle and grind. So I'm coming at you from Navarre Beach, Florida, and we're actually in my warehouse, which is really my garage. But when you're an entrepreneur and money is tight, this is what you have to do. So our product is called Yellow Dog Table. Yellow Dog Table is a small, compact, portable table designed specifically for the beach. So a couple years ago when I moved to Florida from St. Louis, Missouri, of course I was spending a ton of time on the beach, and I was enjoying every moment of it. And I'm out there one day with my adult cold beverage, and I happened to set it down on the ground, and when I went to pick it up, it was just covered in sand. I'm like, well, yeah, this doesn't work. I really want my feet and my toes in the sand, really not my ice cold beverage. So I started looking around and started to notice, how does everybody store their beverages? So of course they're putting it on top of coolers, and of course some of the chairs do have holes where you can put your drink inside of your chair, which is great. And of course if you're in a high-end hotel, they already provide the umbrellas in the chairs and some of the tables that are already attached to the chairs. But for your average consumer like me and you, there didn't seem to be anything available. So I came home and I did a ton of research, and to my surprise, there really wasn't anything designed specifically for the beach. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and draw it up and let's do some research, more research, and I discovered that I tapped into a market that seems to be wide open. In 2017, the tourism community, the tourism in 2017 reported 101 million visitors to Florida alone. It's 101 million visitors just to Florida. And they're not coming here to ski, they're hitting that beach. So let's take a break for a second, and I thought we'd head on down to the beach. So let me give you a perfect example of exactly how Yellow Dog Table works. So we'll meet right back here in just a few moments. Awesome. Hi, here we are at the beautiful Gulf of Mexico, and I thought I'd show you a great sample of how Yellow Dog Table works. So it's very simple. Like I said, it weighs 2 pounds and it comes in this handy tote bag. You simply open up your tote bag, you pull out the contents, and the table legs are left hollow. You insert them in underneath the table, like so. Very easy to set up, and boom, it's completely set up. So we left the legs hollow to fill with sand for weighted stability. So again, you simply take sand that's already available right here. It's free. And as a company, we're using less plastic, and we're also keeping our table lightweight. The legs are about 12 inches long, so it's adding 4 extra feet of weight to weigh down the table. And it'll also hold your umbrella. So we'll open our umbrella. You insert it in the tube, and you can also fill it with sand, and it will keep this umbrella nice and sturdy. Because let me tell you, if you're on the beach and one of those things comes flying at you, you're in big trouble. So you wipe off the top of the table, and you're completely set up and ready to go. This table will hold your snacks, your expensive cellular devices, your adult beverage or your bottle of water, and a good book that you've been looking forward to reading. And voila, you're set up and ready to go. Now when you're finished, you remove your items, remove your umbrella, and you simply lift up the table, and the sand disperses right back where you came from. You attach the table legs from underneath the unit, like so, and they all go back into your tote and carry bag. Very easily, voila, we're finished. Now obviously we could stay here all day with this beautiful scenery, but let's head over back to the warehouse and I'll show you a little bit more about Yellow Dog Table. So we are struggling just a little bit with our sales and distribution. Dad and I have just a very small team, so we've done the best we can with our online sales. Okay, and we're back. So as you can see, Yellow Dog Table is perfect for the beach. It's lightweight, like I told you. It's compact, it's easy to set up, it's easy to break down, and it gets a little more exciting. So we decided that we wanted to share in this unique opportunity with other companies and other businesses because I believe that the beach is an untapped market for advertising. Since our table is small and lightweight, and we have the capabilities to put anything on top of the table, and of course our brand is Yellow Dog, but we can also put other images on top of the table. So I'm going to show you just a few examples of what that is. So here's one. This is bright and beautiful and colorful. It's got a parrot and all these great colors. I love it. We have another one here. This is the Blue Wahoos. It's a minor league baseball team here in Pensacola, Florida, and we do have a licensing agreement with Major League Baseball to be able to use this table. That took a while to get, but we've got it. So that also tells us that we can have other Major League Baseball marks, like the Cardinals or the Cubs or anything along the beach in California. This one's exciting. So this is Disney Cruise Line. And the only reason I have this table right now for a sample is because they requested a sample about 3 weeks ago. So I don't have a callback on this yet, but we're praying and waiting. And I've always said, man, I hope my ship comes in. And now it's going to be a Disney Cruise Line ship, I can tell. Here's the Cardinal table that I mentioned. Listen, man, I'm from St. Louis. I'm a big Cardinals fan. This table is also perfect for tailgating and outdoors camping, poolside. Doesn't necessarily have to be just on the beach. Hey man, go Navy. So one day I made a cold call to the Navy and I spoke with a great guy on the phone and I told him about our table. He loved the idea, told me to send him a sample, and voila. Next thing I know, we've got licensing agreements with the United States Navy Blue Angels. This is one of my favorite tables. It does have the official tag and the official markings on it, so we have permission to sell United States Navy Blue Angel tables, which I'm, again, from Navarre Beach, Florida, which is right next to Pensacola, and this is a big military town, so we get a lot of support with this table right here. And we also have this beautiful scenery. This is from a local photographer, and we love this look, and it's just gorgeous. So this gives you a great idea of how many images that we can put on this table. Again, the beach is an untapped market for advertising, so why not share this unique opportunity and also let us know that we have abundance of opportunities for licensing. So my dad and I started this company together. My father is a retired captain in the United States Air Force, and I'm very proud to be a veteran's daughter. And our product is made in the USA entirely. Everything is manufactured and outsourced locally, and again, an American-made product. This is very important to us. I know it's a little bit tougher for manufacturing in the United States than it is overseas, but we're committed to our American-made product, and we can certainly use a ton of advice and some help on how to navigate through the cost and the distribution here. So let's talk numbers. We are requesting $25,000 for 20% of our company, and we would use some money. We did get an original seed lender, so I would pay back my lender about $12,500, and I would also apply for my patent. Right now I do hold a provisional patent. If you remember out on the beach, I told you that the legs are filling with sand, and that's how we've gotten our patent. Our product is copyrighted and trademarked, so Yellow Dog, actually, which I'm kind of excited about, can even turn into its own product line. So I think there's line extensions to discuss. To my knowledge and to my research, I have not found another product specifically for the beach that has a character-themed product line. So, for example, we have Yellow Dog table. We could do Yellow Dog umbrellas. We could do Yellow Dog towels, hats, koozies, frisbees, balls, whatever. But the line extension is just endless. And this product is really great for kids too. They really seem to warm up to the Yellow Dog logo. And let me find one here. And it's kind of fun because really no dogs are allowed on the beach, so except for Yellow Dog. So we are struggling just a little bit with our sales and distribution. Dad and I have just a very small team. So we've done the best we can with our online sales, word of mouth, website sales. I've actually done beach to beach, almost like door to door. And we have seen some success in that area. But we're really looking for one of the sharks to come in and really help us hone this down and really find where our niche market is. a very wise businessman had asked me once, you've got to find your sweet spot to sell. So that's really what we've been focused on, and that's what we've really been looking forward to having one of the sharks come in and really help us decide, you know, where does this fit. And initially when I came up with the idea, I really thought this was going to be a licensed product and I would license it to another company. Listen, man, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I know there's distribution companies out there and manufacturers on a large scale that have the catalogs, have the salespeople, and have the retail space that it would take me years to come up with. But when we launched the table, things just started to take off, and here we are applying for Shark Tank. So that's what I would ask one of the sharks is, where do you see this going? Should we manufacture this continuously ourselves, or should we find someone else to launch it for us? Also, it's very important for me, I'm a product developer. I do have other ideas and other products that eventually that I would like to work on. So this opportunity is way bigger than just this Yellow Dog table. Yellow Dog table is my first product to market, and I do have other things that I'm interested in. You know, a little bit of a personal story. This is so much bigger than Yellow Dog table and beach tables. You know, this is a very personal story for me. When I was in 1991, I was 23 years old, and I lost my first son, Jacob. He passed away, and he was 2.5 years old. So this is years of grieving and learning how to navigate into a new life. And I want my story to be told. I want people to be inspired that no matter what happens in your past or what things that you have, adversities that you have to overcome, and if you're grieving and you're sad, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always something bigger than yourself. So we've come a very long way in our journey, and I want my story to be one of inspiration to people, and to know that don't give up, don't stop. Don't let the tragedies of your past define you and your future, because anything can happen at any time. So thank you so much for being here with us today and taking the time to view our video. I know it's a little choppy, but we're very excited for this opportunity. I just think it will change everything for us. It'll get us out of this garage. And hey man, this is the American way. This is how it's done. And I don't mind doing it this way, and I'll keep pumping and grinding if that's what it takes. But I do believe that we have a really great product, and we're excited to share it with Shark Tank and with everyone and just kind of see where it goes. Other than that, thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the show. Thank you. Bye-bye.